Hi Pisces, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Weekly Tarot for November 13th through November 19th. Now, the beginning of the week starts out with a new moon in Scorpio, fellow water sign. This is really indicating taking big risks. So remember to take big risks that are aligned with energy that is embracing our shadow, right? Not rejecting our shadow. That they're not risks that somehow pull us back right into the patterns that we have been trying to break free from, okay? So a reminder too that your overall monthly, which will be linked at the end of this video, was really about letting go, okay? And I think that when it comes to that, you've been getting a lot of messages from the movie Frozen. And so it's that idea of this is very transformational, okay? And this transformational energy is about you stepping into your power, okay? So you can take that Snow Queen energy of the depths that you've gone to is to step into your power. And when you step into your power, how powerful you really are, all right? And those doubts, those fears, it comes from that shadow not being healed. It comes from things that we've rejected from our childhood about ourselves, or you know, things where like it was okay when it wasn't okay, you know, that type of energy. So reminder too that we have to really be not so hard on ourselves when it comes to the energy that we absorb, okay? Water, we absorb other people's energy. And so a lot of this too is about boundaries and emotional boundaries, physical boundaries for some of us. And so there is this idea of that Queen of Swords energy too, which I also always link to a Snow Queen type energy. And some people might, you know, make it seem like it's cold or, whatever, because like, you know, you're such warm, loving energy. But you know, when you have to have boundaries, it's for you. So don't allow other people's projection of boundaries prevent you from making the decisions that you need to make, okay, Pisces? And then we also got the energy of a whole new world is being unlocked with you this week. And that's what I'm so excited about, because of that you're getting the encouragement of a fellow water sign to really utilize this new moon to level you up, okay? I'm very excited for it. Yeah, there's a direction of moving away from this, turning that sorrow and hurt into maybe something even creative. Do you know what I mean? Like you can channel, you can transform. Water adapts to whatever environment it's in, okay? And that is energetically speaking too. So it's a reminder too that how you talk to yourself is very important, okay? And not to beat yourself up about anything, not to project other people too and their motives on to your thought process, if you will, okay? Just as, I don't know who says it, my mom would know this, but one of the big astrologers always says, stay in your lane, okay? Like, she says it all the time too, hi mom. But you have to really stay in your lane, all right? And go with the flow. I mean, who knows how to go with the flow but a Pisces, okay? So that's that part of you too. It's interesting because, you know, when it comes to your shadow side, you are meant to go with the flow. And then when we're in the Capricorn paradigm, this top-down structure, and you know what I mean? Like, this is what you do and don't ask questions, you know? And like the rigidity of it, right? There's, of course, benefits to incorporating your opposite sign of Virgo with structure and rules and, you know, routines. But we have to accept too that we're meant to go with the flow, all right? And so when there are things that like we perceive to force us to not trust our instincts, we have to understand that that comes from within, that there's something within us that is making us not trust our instincts, okay? And it all comes from shadow work. So please, just a reminder, if you need to go back to the shadow work journals I linked in the September readings, because it is fantastic, okay? And I actually fell off track a little bit from it, so I'm gonna get some entries done today. Okay, let's see here. But yeah, letting go is really, I mean, there's a lot to celebrate. Like I said, all this energy is in a fellow water sign. And then next week we're stepping into Sagittarius season, so it's really gonna pick up the pace, right? Energetically speaking, we're all being asked to rise to the challenge though, but this is what you're stepping into when you rise to the challenge. When that inner light shines, you unlock all that health, wealth, abundance, just Nurturing, loving, warm energy. Yeah, it's a big change. Very big change. So get excited, right? Like there's a lot being cleared for us collectively. And so the more of us that can align ourselves with that wonderful energy, the better off we'll be. And it might be too, like we're like the opportunities that are coming to you almost are overwhelming. Like you planted all these different seeds and now they're all growing at the same time. And so don't get stressed about it, all right? Because like you can tackle it all. It's you got Saturn direct in Pisces right now, all right? This is the most encouragement you're ever going to get when it comes to rising to the occasion. Yeah, this new moon is unlocking so much, but make sure you prioritize your emotional and mental and physical well-being, okay, over other people's. I know that's hard because we're people pleasers, but you have to make sure you do that. You nurture yourself as much as you nurture other people, okay? And I'm not calling you out personally. I do the same thing. So I have a 5-year-old girl and I fill her cup before I fill mine, right? And so we do have to be mindful of that energy, okay? Like, of course, there's times where you need to fill their cup, like, you know, when they're sick, if you will, but it becomes this almost like this pattern of just constantly filling the cup because you're so, you know, the fear activates and then it's like, I just have to keep filling it. You know what I mean? And so that's where it's that learning lesson of stepping back, okay? Take a step back and look at it. But yeah, Sagittarius season is going to be very rapid, very busy, but see the benefits because also a reminder that the Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus astrology for this month is the indication of lucky breaks, okay? And it's just a hint of what's to come in spring 2024. And that is like where we're already liberated, right? Like when we can do all this work now with the challenges and facing them head on and having the confidence to move forward. Get ready. It's going to be exciting, okay? So let's see what we got for Pisces for November 13th through November 19th, 2023. Yeah, that archer. I'm really getting that visual of that archer in my head right now. So you're unlocking something really big in Sagittarius season, that's for darn sure. Yeah, and something really... The Death card unlocking the King of Cups in the shuffle. Like, I'm really getting this release and this transformation. That, like, this new, obviously the Scorpio new moon is really activating that. And it's really, I think, important to old beliefs, all right? Old attitudes. And, you know, I think that you already embrace change because you're already aligned with like constant change, right? You can't stay in stagnant water. But these beliefs and these routines, I think, are very important, okay? It could be, honestly, as much as the routine of you get done with work and you grab your phone and you go on social media, right? And then it brings your vibration down and you don't even realize it. And again, then you get stuck in this cycle. It could be as simple as that, but there's something really to unlocking your emotional, like your highest level of emotional fulfillment, okay? And mental health, really, you know? So let's see here. Very cool. I love seeing that next week with Sagittarius season. Okay, so we'll obviously clarify these two, but last week's energy coming into this week is the the lovers. This is ruled by Gemini, all right? This is really embracing contrasts and differences when it comes to our relationships. So an important thing, because that Gemini full moon at the end of the month, I'm really getting an indication that something that happened last week is going to come back around during that full moon in Gemini. So do pay attention to things that happened last week when it comes to our relationships, our connections with others, okay? The love and the harmony, like really come into paying attention to our relationships. This can be personal or career or with our children. Take it how it resonates, but like something's going to come back around at the end of the month, okay? And I remember because the end of the month you had the 5 of Coins, but it was clarified by the 10 of Cups. So I'm getting this message that it's shifting, because it's all about shifting your perspective, right? Are you a victim or a co-creator with the universe? And so whatever it is from last week connected to your relationships with others, there's going to be something at the end of the month where it's like, are you aligned with accepting other people's, this difference of opinion to move forward? Because we have to accept differences of opinions to move forward collectively. So this will be interesting to clarify. Okay. But this is wonderful, harmonious energy. Don't get me wrong. Now, this week's energy is the Six of Cups, and this is ruled by Sun in Scorpio, all right? So like I said, something with that Scorpio new moon is really activating something for you. This is also a connection to nostalgia, like daydreaming. So don't get stuck in your head too, like escapism daydreaming, all right? Be patient. But really something really childhood. So like I said, I'm really getting like that this is all in a sense of healing your inner child in some way. And we're really unlocking some memories when it comes to that. But also a reminder to really make sure that you do connect to your inner child, all right? And that like if you do have a child, like going out there and having fun, like what did you like to do as a kid? Can you do that with your child? Like I'm about to go impulse buy an easy bake oven for my daughter. You know what I mean? So like it's that type of energy of make sure you are prioritizing your inner child, because it's what I was saying, and I think that's why this message is coming, of filling other people's cups, and you're always filling other people's cups. Are you filling your cup? Okay, Pisces? Also buy an easy bake oven. But anyways, next week's energy is the Three of Wands, and I love seeing this because this is that spark that we want in Sagittarius season. This is ruled by fire, okay? A fellow fire sign. It's ruled by Aries. Aries also being the North Node, your future, having that confidence to move forward, okay, in your path. But this is your ships coming in a sense, right? Their ships are coming in. They see it. It's those, like I said, those synchronicities and lucky breaks that are being gifted from Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, okay? This is also an idea of joining forces with people, okay? Very interesting. So make sure that you remember the sky is the limit next week, all right? So whatever clarifiers we get, I'm excited to see, but remember the sky is the limit, all right? That's where that Pisces dream big energy comes in, and having the patience to allow those dreams to come to fruition. All right, so let us clarify the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here last week for Pisces? Interesting. All right, so you got the Moon and the Strength card. So Pisces, this is you, obviously. It's also Cancer energy, but your dreams and your intuition, like you know, you know what I mean? And so it's this idea of taking a step back and looking at your thoughts when you're thinking about your relationships, okay? And like I said, going back to your shadow, really connecting to why you think the things you think, not only about yourself, but about others, because it all comes back to you. And then we have the Strength card, okay? This is Leo energy. Strength is all about self-discipline, courage, and that power that you get with gentleness. And so who knows how to utilize that? Again, this is stepping into your power. So like I said, with that Elsa energy, I don't even know if I can legally say that, but with Snow Queen energy, like that idea of you're stepping into your power when you're clearing that shadow. And then like the more your strength builds, like it's from, again, embracing your shadow and telling that inner child we're safe. This is amazing. All right. So yeah, really do pay attention to your dreams, because with that full moon, or I'm sorry, with that new moon being right on Monday on the 13th, your dreams are really bringing some stuff to your attention, okay? All right. Now let's see. Why is the Six of Cups here this week for Pisces? Why is the Six of Cups here? Wow. These are a lot of clarifiers, but I'm going to take all of them because they really do make sense. There is this Five of Swords energy. This is knowing when to walk away from a conflict, okay? So you're really getting a sense, and this is in your head, this is Swords, so like a way of thinking of things, communication, working on boundaries, all right? It's okay to lose every now and then. And that's something, you know, we're like, because we energetically absorb all of that, right? So it's really teaching you not only boundaries, but when to walk away when something just isn't worth the fight, okay? And that's what's really unlocking this Ace of Wands, this new direction, this confidence, right? You don't, let's see. I'm trying to think of what to say here, because I think it's because too, like with Pisces energy, like we want to change things, right? Not everything, the only thing we can change is how we approach a situation. And I think that's really, thank you. I think that's really what is coming from this Five of Swords, okay? But yeah, something new is sparking from that. And it's getting back in tune with you and nurturing yourself, all right? This is so strongly emphasis on nurturing yourself, being in the flow, being practical, having a big heart, excuse me. But this is getting back to the energy of who you are. And this is stepping into your power, okay? And you're unlocking so much manifesting abilities when we can think about that. Fascinating. But yeah, this is huge. Okay, so also too, like the Queens are mother energy. And so like I said, this can be unlocking something related to childhood with your mother. So do pay attention to that. Okay. Now let's see. Why is the Three of Wands here next week for Pisces? Why is the Three of Wands here for Pisces next week? The fact that you got all these clarifiers. Wow. Okay, well, here's more 8 million clarifiers. Okay. This is really important, okay? So biggest thing with the Three of Wands, power struggles, like I said, like leading up to that full moon in Gemini, all of these power struggles, they're from within, okay? Knowing when to fight for something and knowing when to walk away from it, okay? And it's not saying like walking away from a relationship or walking away from a career, but walking away, it's these little things, okay, that they snowball, right? They tsunami, if you will, with your water, but they all come from the root. They all come from the shadow. So that's where that shadow work is so important. But this is you, right? When you do take those lessons for what they are, and knowing not every battle is meant to be fought, you are empowering yourself so much. This is Pisces and This is Pisces and Aries energy. And so again, Pisces being your power, Saturn and Pisces, Aries North Node, all right? You empower others when you empower yourself, okay? So instead of channeling that energy of fighting for something that isn't worth it, take all that energy and put it towards you empowering yourself, okay? Wow. And then Eight of Cups. This is ruled by Saturn and Pisces. It's leaving a stagnant situation, right? It's following a new path. So you're getting all of this encouragement, rising to the challenge, following a new path, walking away from something that does not serve you. The Five of Swords with this Eight of Cups. Something mentally and emotionally not serving you, okay? And look, this Five of Coins. It's, again, are you going to be the victim of the universe or a co-creator? That is where the end of the month is really leading you. So that end of the month card, I think, next week is really going to be that energy of shifting and turning around. Like, I have all the answers within me, and all those answers are in the roots of my shadow. I love this for you, Pisces, because remember, even if this seems challenging, you're being gifted Saturn direct in Pisces, okay? Hard work, compassion. That is what you just need to focus on right now. Hard work and compassion. All right. So let's do one empowering question to close this off. Pisces, too, if you did like this reading, please do like, comment if you can, and also share with other people you think it might resonate with. And please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube so you get notifications of when new videos pop up. And it does boost the visibility of this channel. Also, check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week ahead. Really focus on your moon. That's for darn sure. I'll also take a look at your Venus and see what sign Venus is ruled by in your chart. And if you don't know, I always link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. I would also take a look at where Scorpio is in your chart, okay? What house Scorpio rules in your chart, because you're going to get some clarity where these big risks are going to pay off. Do you know what I mean? Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's see. Whoop, even got so excited I knocked my camera. All right. So your empowering question. What is it that fascinates me so much that the thought or feeling of it won't leave me alone? How do I put this feeling into action right now? I think, like I said, I think this is back to childhood. What was it? There's something that keeps popping in your head that you want to work on, and you're being dismissive with this. And again, it's coming from your subconscious. There's something from your subconscious that keeps like tapping you mentally and being like, hey, remember how you wanted to do that? You know, it's something like that where there's this thought, you're getting this urge, this push, right? This is that Scorpio new moon, like taking big risks. Like there's something that's kind of like nudging you constantly to do it, and you're putting it off like, oh, I need to do this first and I need to take care of this first. So really ponder that, okay? Because there's something big coming in. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Very powerful manifesting abilities. So get out of your head and get to work and love yourself, all right? Have amazing, honestly, really abundant and emotionally fulfilling week.